We were muted.
Oh,
so
God.
we just gave
Why are we muted? Okay.
Take two.
We went on a cruise. We were all talking about it. Too bad you missed
That was a great time. All right, well, let's start over. We are. Welcome, everybody. We are so glad you are here. And we just got back from our Carnival Panorama cruise, which we had a fantastic time to the Mexican Riviera. And I think it was a little bit short, but we are also glad to be home. It's kind of a bittersweet thing, but we are glad to be back. But we had a good time.
Yeah, we were just discussing that we caught colds.
We did. We
not
caught
COVID.
Not COVID, but we did catch colds. We got a little bit of a cruise crud. So I was explaining on the last day of the cruise, I was running a fever. So I stayed in our cabin. I got a book out of the library, made for 16-year-old girls, but hey, it was working for me. And just had the most relaxing time on the balcony with a book. And Bruce was out. I had the place to myself. It was probably one of the most relaxing days on the cruise. Sorry, but it happened, and I loved it. It was a great cruise, and it was a very relaxing cruise too. It was really fun. We were there with some friends and family and new cruisers and stuff, so it was a lot of fun. And we turned platinum on this.
We turned platinum.
So we were platinum. We're going to be talking about all that during our, because as the title says, we're going to talk about the Carnival Panorama and some of the things that we really enjoyed, some of the frustrations.
Some of the things to look out for if you book this one.
Yeah. So some of the frustrations, but it was a really good cruise, and we really enjoyed our time going out of Long Beach also. But let's see who's all in the chat, and then we'll talk about some things. So we got Z in the house. Welcome in, Z. Glad that you are here today. And we got Meg is in the house.
Hello,
welcome in, Meg. Glad you are here. And we've got Shady Hill Homestead.
Hi, Shady Hill Homestead.
Welcome
in. I don't.
I think they've been in a couple times.
Okay.
So welcome in. Glad you guys are here. And we got Mike and Rihanna's Family Vlogs. Welcome in, Mike. Glad you guys are here. And we got Laura from Huddles Adventures. I was watching a little bit of your guys' live, Laura, as you guys are getting ready to go to Alaska. So we love our Alaska.
Yeah, that's fun.
Yep. And Tony G, 1975 is in the house. Welcome in, Tony.
Hi, Traveler Bus is here.
Welcome in, guys. Glad that you are here today. Welcome everyone in the chat.
Okay.
And we've got
Facebook
user. Hey, Bruce and Cindy. Well, welcome in.
Not clues in there to who that is.
Yeah, not sure who that one is since they didn't say anything.
They didn't drop the DFW word.
But welcome in. Glad you guys are here.
Did we say hi to Laura already?
Yes, we did say hi to Laura.
Okay. Cruise Nut.
Cruise Nuts is in the house. Welcome in, guys. Glad that you are here. And SET Adventures, Greg, how are you doing, sir? Glad that you are here. Glad that you made it in.
We're scrolling. Island time.
Derek, welcome in. Glad that you are here. Yes, you could not hear us. Hopefully you guys can hear us now.
No.
Sorry about that.
And if we haven't done that 7 times already, I don't know.
I know.
Damn it, y'all's not doing your job.
Oh my goodness. Yep. So down on the cruiser, Sean, welcome in. Welcome in.
I think we said hi to Cruise Nut.
Lori. Welcome in, Lori. Glad that you are in the house tonight.
Stay nice.
Look what Meg said right up above.
Hello, D-Doll.
Yes, D-Doll is going to be busy.
She's always here.
Going to be busy tonight, I think. By the time we're all said and done. Oh, my goodness.
Okay, we're scrolling.
I'm scrolling, yep.
Facebook user.
Y'all out of control.
Maybe. A little bit. It's been one of those.
One of us is out of control, so. And then Sean said, "That's okay, Bruce."
That's okay, Bruce. I saw you were insulting Cindy. She was insulting you back, and that's okay. Yes. That's rude. That's why we love each other.
Absolutely.
Okay, Mustard Drill's in the house.
Welcome in, Mustard Drill. Glad that you are here tonight.
We got Destination Fun on board.
Sherry, welcome in. Glad that you are here. Hold on one second. We got a super chat. Island time. Welcome in. Derek, you did not have to do that, my friend.
Thank you.
There it is right there.
That's amazing.
Well, thank you, Derek. You did not have to do that. We greatly appreciate that. So thank you so much, buddy. You are awesome.
I'm going to have to grab a screenshot of that because that's amazing. So here we go. Okay.
There you go. So, wow. Thank you, my friend. Thank you very much. And I think we were right here, right? Yep. Okay.
So.
Great. Saying hey to Traveler Bus. You can take that over again. I'll let her drive. See, as we're trying to get down to the bottom.
We're trying to go because we know we screwed up.
Why don't we stop somewhere and then we can do.
We'll stop right there.
All right. Traveler Bus. That's where we're going to stop at right now. All right, guys. Well, first thing that we wanted to talk about, because it came out today, and that is that the Jubilee Carnival has announced a couple of the new zones that are going to be on the Jubilee. And I'm going to play a little video. I did get authorization to play this video. This video is not mine. It is Carnival's, and then also some photos. We're going to talk about a little bit about the Jubilee. So we are going to share this right, and I just want to get that full screen. I want that one. There we go. Here we go, guys. So enjoy the video. And hold on 1 second. There we go. So that is the new Carnival Jubilee that's coming in December.
Wow, I hadn't seen that. Full disclosure, about 7 minutes before we went live, I popped in the chair and said, "What are we doing?" So this is all new to me. That was exciting.
Yeah.
They have Emerald.
Emerald, yeah. So he has a restaurant on the Mardi Gras and the Celebration also. But on the Mardi Gras, it is called, and I got it here, it's called Emerald Bistro's 1396. On the Celebration, it's called Emerald Bistro's 1397. But on the Jubilee, it's called Emerald Bistro's 717. 717. Do you know why?
Why?
Well, I found out today in a call with Carnival that this is ship numbers. So both the Mardi Gras and Celebration were built in Finland. And the Mardi Gras was a 1396 ship out of that shipyard. And the Celebration was the 1,397 ship out of that shipyard. But the Jubilee is being built in Germany. And it is the 717th ship out of that shipyard.
Okay, fun, weird fact.
Fun.
That we're going to remember forever.
Yep, forever and ever. This ship, the Jubilee, are going to have some of the favorites that are also on the Mardi Gras and the celebration. Like they're going to have Grand Central still, which is the big screens and the windows and stuff. They're still going to have that. They're still going to have the Ultimate Playground. They're still going to have Bolt. They're still going to have a Summer Landing. And of course the Lido. They're still going to have Shaq's Chicken and all that good stuff.
What's those cool pool chairs? I hadn't seen those on any other ship. Those were cool.
Yes, that was cool, and I don't know if those are on the Mardi Gras celebration. So those could be new as part of the ship also. But with this, they have 2 new zones, and we are going to let me pop this up because we're going to talk about these a little bit. And of course, I didn't start up my first, so here we go. Hey, we're getting back into the groove of things. So let me. They didn't see you do that.
Well, let me replay it for them.
But they're having a couple of new zones, and one of them is called Currents, and it is an underwater theme. So it's really cool. And they are having a new bar in there called Dr. Ink.
What was Currents? It's a bar that's an underwater theme?
No, Currents is a zone on the Jubilee.
Oh, that fills underwater. Cool.
Yeah, it fills underwater. You've got fish, all this good stuff. And they have a bar called Dr. Inks. That is one of the bars, and it's called Dr. Inks because it's a mascot, whatever you want to call it, is a octopus.
Okay.
Or squid.
Okay,
yeah,
cool.
So that is one of the new things in that zone, and and this is another picture of that zone. This is Emeralds 717, which is but it's going to be in this area in the Currents. And then this is another view of Currents, and they have a water view scene.
These are beautiful. Wow.
And then this is one of the stairwells, and it actually has fish. Looks like fish going up in the stairwell.
Is it like the cone, or is it actually really fishy?
It's really fishy.
It's really.
Well, it's not.
What?
It's not.
It's not a shank.
No.
It's a mural.
No. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna get all excited.
And then the second zone is called the Shores, and it is going to be a zone of like piers and shores and a marina type of a feel.
Cool.
And this is one of the photos of the Shores, along with this one, which they actually have a bar called the Marina Bar.
Sweet.
So, and then this is also part of that. And this area here is supposed to be more of a beachy type of a feel on the cruise ship. So that should be a lot of fun, and it's exciting to finally get some reference with the Jubilee. Now, of course, Z is still bated breath to find out who the godmother is, because he thinks it should be Carrie Underwood. I don't know if it will be or not, but the godmother has not been identified yet. So.
Okay, so we have Fats and Trey.
Welcome in, guys.
I love that.
That's an awesome name. It really is.
I love that.
It really is.
Let's see. Scroll and see. Fats and Trey said hello, everybody, and look. We've got a congratulations for turning platinum.
Thank you. Yeah, it was, and we're going to kind of talk about the platinum experience because we had never had that before. This is our first time, so it's pretty interesting. So, Alice, welcome in. Ed, the better half of the Lugo clan, and we got Mr. Paul. Welcome in, Paul.
Long time no see.
Glad you are doing here. Glad you're here.
Valentine's thing.
The rain gave us a night off
from the ball, and we enjoyed a night at the house.
Oh, that's right. He coaches ball.
Nice.
And so we got the night off. So that's awesome. We are so glad that you are here, Derek. Really are. You and Amanda. Glad you guys are here. So.
Oh, someone else enjoyed the room experience. Says Lori. the last day on our cruise on the Magic, I stayed in the room until dinner. Right? You didn't know it could be that good.
Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah, thank God for a favor.
Room, Yeah,
it was marvelous. Open the window.
And we had a great time. Yeah. We had a balcony, which we normally do just because we like sitting out on it. But she opened up the door, laid on the bed, and had a really good time.
I propped it open, even though it doesn't have to, but it was so nice. We could hear it go by, and it was a little cold coming back up whatever that big water thing we were floating on. I think it's called the Pacific now.
Hey, welcome back. While you guys were on the cruise, I think he's talking about his being sober, which is awesome. I'm very proud of you, Z, with that.
Keep it going.
What's that?
Facebook
okay. Well, we know who this one is.
Does this say DFW?
It does.
Yep.
Hello from DFW. I thought something was wrong with my phone, and you're wearing the shirt and the damage.
Yes.
Yeah. So welcome in, Jake. That's our friend Jake.
Jake and Christy were on the cruise with us.
Jake and Christina were on the cruise with us, and we had a great time. We had a fantastic
Well, here's
time.
confession. We're an Chet is Facebook user, just FYI.
Chet is incognito tonight.
Incognito Chet. I love that. It's hide and seek with Chet.
Yep.
Okay, let's see.
Oh, Embarkation Nation is in the house too. Next one down.
Oh, there you are.
Welcome in, Andrew and Jennifer. Glad you guys are here. Hopefully you guys are doing well. And there's Chet. Now he's on.
Now there's.
Sea Lake Journeys is in the house. Welcome in, Chet. Glad you are here, my friend. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, Mr. Eddie Lugo.
Eddie Lugo is in the house. Welcome in, Eddie. Yo, yo, yo. Brooklyn in the house. Welcome in, Eddie. Glad you're here.
Giving lots of shouts out. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. Okay, I think we're gonna. Okay, B-Duff Travels.
B-Duff Travels. Well, welcome in. I hope we pronounced it right. If we did not, let us know.
Because we're prepared. We didn't do something right.
We've got the damage all in the house.
Prepared to deal some punishment out.
So welcome in, though. This is the first time we've seen you. So welcome in. Glad you are here tonight.
All right. Just scrolling to chat to make sure we're staying up with you guys. What's Meg saying?
Nothing like watching someone take a picture of a screen. Well,
it's going to be great, Meg.
You never know what you're going to get on this live. You never know.
Yeah, we're techie here. Yeah, it's entertainment you can't get anywhere else. Let me guarantee that one. Okay, just lots of chatting around.
So that's awesome. We love it when you guys are chatting with each other. So
just want to make sure I make it and we recognize everybody, then we can move on. And Danny
D is in the house. Welcome in, Danny. Glad that you are here.
And man, I can't keep up with chat. Keeps jumping, but I think we're okay. Oh, what's Z saying? Breaking news while you guys were on cruise. Yes.
Well, he's just talking about his being sober, I think, because I heard him talking about that. So
Eddie's got some stuff going on.
You need to
warm up first.
Oh my goodness, Eddie Lugo. Don't worry, Eddie. We might have some surprises for you on the booze cruise. So.
Okay, I think we're gonna stop here, and I'll try to keep an eye on chat just in case you guys get out of control and need some.
And Chet says he's on his phone tonight.
Hey.
So it's all good, Chet. Thank you. I'm glad you are here.
So. Oh, Mike and Rihanna, it looks like an awesome cruise ship, doesn't it?
It does, and we are excited because we Derek, who's in the house, and Z are going to be on the first sailing on December 23rd, but we are going to be on the second sailing on December 29th, I believe we get on that ship. So we cannot wait. We're going to be on the New Year's Eve sailing, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So we cannot wait for that. And you didn't miss up there.
Where? What?
Or you just missed.
Okay, keep driving. I'm not driving well.
Kevin is in the house. So welcome in, Kevin.
Kevin.
Glad that you are here tonight, my friend. Hopefully all is going well with you. And we got together. We traveled. Will, welcome in. Hi. Glad you are here. All right, we're going to stop right there. And we want to talk about our cruise a little bit. So we had a great time on our cruise.
We turned platinum, so I think we're all excited.
And that was a really interesting time because, experienced it for the first time. And I know there's people in the chat that have already experienced that. But it was the first time for us. So
we got to go into the platinum room.
We got to go into the platinum room.
And we were like, oh, God, we're going to go in the platinum room. And we get in there, and there's millions of platinum.
There was a lot of people in there.
Standing room only.
It was standing room only. But it was nice. But there was a lot of people in there. And and hearing people around that's done it before, they were a little bit disappointed because I guess you're supposed to have food in there and all that stuff, which they didn't have. So not really sure, but
we don't know what the platinum experience is like.
We don't. But they it was standing room only. Yeah. And a really interesting thing happened. Cindy and I were looking out the window to try and find our friends, and someone grabbed me on my shoulder. And, you just never know what that means. So, but I turned around and the guy says, hey, are you Ocean Travel? We're like, yeah. And it was someone that had just started following us. So it was pretty interesting. And then we did a shout out. Except.
Well, we tried to do a shout out.
We tried to do a shout out.
The camera, which is questionable. And
someone forgot to hit record.
Yeah.
So
record.
So we apologize.
Yeah.
And I'm going to try and catch up with them. And they have a new YouTube channel. And so I think it's called Judy's Travels or something like that, or Cruising with Judy or something like that. I'm going to find out. And once I find out, I'm going to give them a shout out. So I look forward to that. But we had a great cruise. And we just want to share a little bit about that cruise with you guys.
Okay, so he did the slide deck on his own. And so just warning you.
Give me just a second. Talk to the people before I get this going.
So I like going out of Long Beach. We actually came in the day before, and we did some sightseeing because we got in early.
We did. We went to Santa Monica Pier, and it was a lot of fun. It wasn't. It was really close to our hotel in not that far from LAX. We actually stayed at a hotel right at the airport. And our
Uber driver, who was driving a
Tesla. One of the newer Teslas. And that was an experience.
We've never been in one before.
We had never been in before, and he put this thing on cruise control, and then he did not have to push on the gas pedal or the brake for the rest of the drive.
We were amazed.
It was amazing.
And it picked up everything, had cameras, everything. So we could go on forever about the Tesla. So next year is new car year for Bruce and Cindy. Guess what's on the list to check out?
Well, we should see. Yeah, you're right. You're right. It's car time. So. Okay. But we did. We went to Santa Monica Pier.
Checked in the hotel.
We had
hopped in an Uber.
We got to see some friends.
Well, yes. It was
unexpected. If you're a Star Wars.
You have no idea what you're going to see when you go to California sometimes. So they were there greeting us. They were lovely.
And this was a really busy pier. They were really busy, but it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, we had a great time there. It was a great afternoon to kill. We had an afternoon to kill, and it was a recommended cheap.
And we had never been to this pier before, so it was a new experience, and it looked really, really nice. And then we met this fellow right here who did names in
pictures, Japanese
animals and flowers.
Animals,
and stuff.
Insects, flowers, birds, fish. So we had him do our granddaughter's name.
Leslie. And he did a really, really good job. The funny thing about this, we got to carry that
everywhere,
all the way onto the cruise.
Oh, no.
Then get off the cruise, and then on the airplane to come back. So it was fun.
Because I thought, we'll just mail it at the airport. News to Cindy: no mail goes in and out of the airport because of security reasons. You can't drop off a letter and fly off.
or in the case of this,
a package and fly off.
Yeah.
That flew with us, cruised with us, came home with us.
It did. So. And they have a roller coaster and a Ferris wheel at the pier, so that was really cool. And then we ate at this wonderful restaurant called Maria Soul, and we got a really good. Their presentation was good. This was a seafood enchiladas, and it was really tasty. And here's the thing: I do not like guacamole.
He does not.
This guacamole was outstanding.
He couldn't get enough of it.
I couldn't. It was, and I've never had good guacamole before. And then the next morning we woke up to a LA sunrise.
Who knew? We were like, wow, this is so we're cruise day.
It was cruise day. Had a lot of, and woke up and I opened up the curtains and it's like, wow, look at that sunrise.
Look at that smoggy LA sunrise. It was beautiful in its own way. And
really
when you're, from the Pacific Northwest up here where we are, this is an unusual sight. So.
Yep. And then we got on the way to the port, or to the ship, and we did tie-dye.
Matchy.
We were matching too. She wore a tie-dye dress, I wore a tie-dye shirt, and we were matching to get on the cruise port. We weren't the only ones wearing tie-dye, and you will see that. But then we got to the cruise port, got on the Carnival Panorama, and we turned platinum.
Wait, there's our card.
There's our card. So
that's awesome. An absolutely stunning picture. I'm so glad you used it.
But look at that smile on her face, getting our platinum card. So it was awesome. And then we had the sailaway party. And let me tell you what, Carnival does not, or nobody throws a sailaway party like Carnival. And the gentleman in the blue was the cruise director. His name was Marty. And he did fabulous the whole week, and that sailaway party was hopping. We had some friends that showed up, as they do on all the cruise ships, thing one, thing two. And oh, by the way, let me back that up for a second. If you haven't answered the poll question was, what is the Cat and Hat's name, official name? So make sure that you answer that.
It is surprising.
Yep. So make sure you.
And then it changes your whole. It changes everything after you know.
Yes. But this is.
Don't Google it. Live in your fantasy, please.
Lori and Tom, who joined us, and they did the tie-dye thing. Also, there was a theme there. So had a great time, and then we didn't have any photos of the sea day, but we had a great time on our first sea day. This was our first port, which was Puerto Vallarta. Okay,
here's our first warning. So we booked the Charm of Old Vallarta and tequila tasting. So, when you read the little snips and read people's, there's always some, this was the most wonderful thing I've ever done in my life, and this is the worst day of my life, and everything in between. But we decided, hey, we like architecture, we like history, so let's pull the trigger and take this one. It sounds great. It was a shopping tour.
It really was. We thought that we were going to see a lot of Puerto Vallarta. And we saw some of it. We went down to we went to a square. We went
down to the Malecón first.
Yep.
And that was fun. And if I hadn't been to the Malecón before, and they had performance artists, and that was super cool. They have art everywhere. I would have loved to have just stayed on the Malecón. There was shopping, there were restaurants, there was the sea, there was a performance going on, there was architecture. You could have wandered down the Malecón, and I'm killing it. They probably still, whatever. I'm going to call it Malecón. It's Malocony.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, something like that. But it would have been a wonderful way to spend time getting to know Puerto Vallarta with exploring the Malecón.
Absolutely.
So my brother, there were native. They had a Xolo Exquitly, and those are interesting dogs. Google it. Xolo Exquitly. It starts with. But here.
I'm actually going to share our screen again and show you a few of the pictures. Just give me one quick second. So let me share this, and here we are.
So we're actually pirating some of my sister-in-law's pictures. Lori and Tom, they went with us. They shot some pictures of the Malicone, and they had some with a performance artist.
Why is my...
I don't know what it's not doing. Okay.
Oh, there we go. There we go.
Okay.
Okay, so
the performance artist there.
Very interesting.
Yeah. Well, he looks like a statue until you approach him. And then my brother, they had a drink with him. It was kind of cool.
It was awesome.
There's a ton of that stuff. And then they have the dancers. I'm so sorry, guys. I know you want to listen to us hack up all night long. But there's Tom and Lori with the pictures, and there is the Sholo Wheatley. Isn't that the coolest dog? It has a mohawk. It has no hair. It has a mohawk. I just love those that breed of dog. You know, we're portion of the hairless dogs.
Yep.
We have one.
And then that's Tom and Lori. And so we went to this church, which was 102 years old, I believe it was.
Very ornate, very gorgeous. We are ignoring chat. Do you want us to check in with chat?
Yeah, let's check in with the chat also.
Let's start with Down Under. And Down Under's feeling sorry for us, as you should. Because we suffered with great food and entertainment on that cruise. It was hard. But, you know, we sacrificed.
We sacrificed for it, though. And let's see. We pronounced it right.
Oh,
so thank you very much. And glad that you guys are here tonight. Absolutely.
Okay.
And Kevin loves my fedora. Thank you. Yeah. This was my cruise hat.
You picked that up on Santa Monica Pier.
I did. Yes, I did.
Yeah.
Yep, I did. That's right. So, and I'll sing congratulations on turning platinum. And Meg says, maybe speak for grabbing someone.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah, exactly.
He was super friendly.
It was a lot of fun. So, it was all good. And we were glad to meet someone that knew us. It was interesting. So.
What is that you saying?
Eddie says, I remodel a Petco
in Santa Monica back in 2019. It was beautiful. Santa Monica was fun.
It was. And
Edith Charles says, I was in a Tesla the first time last year. It was an experience, right? We were like just blown away. Tesla's got something going on. Who knew?
Yep.
Troopers, yes. We met the troopers first. Can remember the stormtroopers. Yep.
Stormtroopers. There you go. Thank you.
Star Wars guys.
That's right. Stormtroopers. Yes. Embarkation Nation. What I was saying that.
Those are not the droids we're looking for.
And Eddie said the force is strong with them troops. Yep. It was fun being down there. Cindy is dying this morning. And what's Mike Mariana say? We shared this live stream on our group. Well, thank you guys.
Thank you. Wow, super nice.
That is awesome. Thank you very much. We really appreciate that. Anthony on the move.
Hi,
welcome
Anthony.
In, Anthony. I don't think we've seen you before, so welcome in. Glad that you are here tonight.
Meg says great smile, Cindy. Even though you didn't highlight that comment, I think we should point it out to all the chat.
There we go.
Scroll up and read that several times.
Yeah, that's great. She does have a great smile. Absolutely. That's why I picked that photo. Love her smile. And she was so happy to get that card. So it was fun. And Peter Charles says, I agree. Carnival settleways are the best. Thank you. And Meg says, I agree, Cindy. I
don't want to know. Chris was on this cruise.
Chris was on this cruise with us. That's Jake's wife. Welcome in.
Yeah, but it felt like it did.
It did feel like a really short cruise. It flew by. And one thing that we didn't highlight, but we will see video of it, is that Jake and Christina, on the day that we did Puerto Vallarta, they actually did.
Oh, Chris, was it the night of flaming forks or something? I'd buy that. Excursion called the Night of Flaming Forks.
No, it was the night of the dance.
The dancing fork?
No,
Flaming something.
Chris, put in the chat what that was, because it was really cool.
Yeah, and I think we're going to ask Jake and Chris to come on and talk with us, but they said, and they're experienced cruisers. They've been on a lot.
They're the ones that got us involved in cruising.
And they said the Night of the Flaming Forks was the best, hands down, excursion they've ever been on. So that's saying a lot.
Oh, there it is. See? It's Rhythm of the Night.
Oh, Rhythm of the Night. No, Flaming Forks wasn't anywhere in there.
So they did Rhythm of the Night in Puerto Vallarta, and it looks really cool too. We tried to get it, but it was booked out, so that we did the city tour. So yeah, and that was a shopping tour. So you're not getting a tour of old Vallarta. No. Well, it was kind of interesting because we went to the Malecón, then we went to the church, which was really interesting. Then we went through the romantic district. Yes. But if you read the sign, it was girls, 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 bombshells, touch you in all the right places. Yep. Make you feel good and you go home with a smile type stuff. And we're like, romantic district or red light district? Yeah, the guide called it the romantic district. So yeah. Yeah. So, but hey, I mean, there's a lot of hotels that you pay by the hour, so it was romantic, I guess. So in the middle of the romantic district, they took us to a jewelry store and silver store, and Puerto Vallarta is famous for some stone. Oh man, it glows in the night, and you love it, and the girls scream, and they have to wear it. But I have cold medicine on board, so I have no idea what the name of the stone is. I can't remember. This was the church that we went to, which was really, really cool. Yeah, it was, and it's interesting in there. Not being from this space, it was amazing to see the symbolism and the respect. It's quiet when you walk in there, and people are there, and some are there to worship, and some are there to experience the architecture and the beauty and the peace that was in this structure. So it's worth the stop in to see it. And the bell, they had the bell that they really rang every hour. Someone was not up in the bell tower. They had a long rope all the way down to the ground, and so they would ring it every hour right there. Nobody was up in the bell tower, so that was very interesting too. Yeah, so a lot of visual, a lot of symbolism, beautiful architecture. It was definitely worth it, the pop in there. Eddie says that you need pineapple juice. Eddie. For that cup. Eddie, don't start. I'm warning you. And Chris says that their Rhythm of the Night was so much fun. So yeah. It looked like they had. And again, Jake and Chris know what they're talking about. They're experienced cruisers. They've done a lot. So that's a great recommendation for this one. They said Flaming Forks. Sounds more fun, though. When you book Flaming Forks? And Meg wants to go to the Flaming Forks. Night of Flaming Forks. But it was a lot of fun. They had a great time. So anyways, the church, lots of good architecture. And then we went to this park, where one side was a bunch of vendors. A straw market and vendors, and the other side was a park. Was a park, and they also had some buildings and art. It's peaceful, lots of birds. And the building codes in this town are crazy. Yeah, I don't think Mexico has any building codes. If you trip at the top of the staircase, you're not stopping. You're coming all the way down. This staircase was very steep. And I walked up halfway, and it was cool because halfway up, and you guys will see it when we start releasing the videos. You can see down this creek. It was a dry creek bed, but the buildings were interesting. So the park got washed out, and they're rebuilding it, but they're doing a great job. So we went to the park side. We've got murals, our yellow submarine. Who doesn't enjoy that? And then this was us leaving Puerto Vallarta. And then our next day we went to Mazatlan, and we did an all-inclusive beach day. where most everyone joined us. This was us coming into the Mazatlan port, and then this was the all-inclusive, and it was really nice.
Yeah, the beach is nice, the sand is nice. They bring it in because you drive by mounds of sand that are waiting there to come to the beach, but it's nice. The food at this, it's an all-inclusive, so drinks and food were included. Everything was heated. It was fresh tasting. The staff was wonderful and very attentive. They served you on the beach, and then you went for your lunch in a severely air-conditioned dining room.
Yeah, this thing was air-conditioned.
Yeah,
absolutely. But it was nice size, and everyone, had a place to sit and tables and everything. So it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was definitely nice. Nice excursion, peaceful beach day, great weather. They had the warnings on the beach for you that said, "Hey, it's the jellyfish." I was going to say it's peanut butter and jelly season.
So we didn't go into the water because they had two flags on the beach that said jellyfish warning and also stingray warning.
Yeah.
That were in the area.
And then they had a riptide flag up. So I think that's wonderful to warn you what you're getting into. So that was nice.
But the beach itself was really nice. The bad thing is the vendors were relentless. So they had no restraint on the vendors at this beach. They had
a small restraint. So they have it roped off where you're sitting, and the beach vendors can come in 2 by 2. So the beach vendors are lined out right in front of you, and they're waiting to come in to braid your hair, to tattoo your butt, to sell you trinkets and jewelry and hats and blankets.
And anything and everything.
Yeah.
Sunglasses, and it was just the thing about it, which was frustrating. This one reminded me a lot of Nassau, Bahamas.
Very aggressive.
Because they were aggressive and they didn't stop. When you would say no, thank you, they were back within 10 minutes, asking you again, would you like to buy this? Would you like to buy that? No, thank you, we're good. And they'd be back again. And they'd be back again. And so that was frustrating on this one.
Yeah, so beware. It's not the most relaxing thing, to be asked 37 times if you want your...
So just beware if you do this excursion. It was a nice excursion, just that part of it was really disappointing.
Yeah.
So,
but the staff, the facility was clean. It was
very clean.
Beautifully
bathrooms
kept.
were very clean. They did
bathrooms were great. Yeah.
They were. So they did a great job and all that. So.
And there's the crew. So when was it?
And that was everyone that went on that excursion. So Jake and Christina were with us, and Tom and Lori and Sharon and Cindy and I, and we had a great time at that beach. Jake and Christina, Christina's sister and her husband and 2 of their kids also came on the excursion. They didn't go on this excursion with us, but they came on the cruise, and they had a great time also. So it was a lot of fun.
So good day.
And this was our 3rd excursion, which was Cabo San Lucas.
So I have a love affair with Cabo that I don't think I'll ever. I love Cabo.
We do, and we really enjoyed this excursion. We went to this hotel, this resort, called Casa Dorada or something like that. I can't remember exactly. Yeah, I couldn't remember exactly how to pronounce it, but it was a really nice resort. And this was our view from the beach. The beach was really nice. They served you got food and 2 drinks with this excursion. That was part of the excursion, so that was really nice. And the food was really good. Also,
tender onto the shore, bus drive around the corner, hop out, you're on the beach.
And the beach was really nice, up and down both sides.
An immaculate pool area, huge pool. Beautifully maintained, lovely grass, music, umbrellas, shopping around the pool, eating around the pool, but we chose the beach.
Yep.
Yeah.
And we had a great time while we were on there. They also had vendors on this one, but the thing with this one, outside of one little kid that was trying to sell some
I think it was woven bracelets or something like that. I can't remember what.
They don't let the vendors in where you are.
Yeah, we were actually in a roped area, and they did not let the vendors into that area, so that was really nice.
Yeah, and then when you went outside the area, the vendors weren't that aggressive. Basically, they kind of left you alone. Maybe just mention a little that we've got braiding or we've got a blanket, but nothing like the port before, and not the relentless. Do you want? Can I braid? Would you like this? How about this? Lady.
Absolutely.
All of that.
Let's quick check into the.
Let's check in with the chat. See what everybody's saying. The Malicone is really cool. Mike and Rihanna agree. They've been there. Did you guys go to Senior Frogs? Nope.
We did not. We saw it, but we did not go to Senior Frogs.
I love their sign because when we went by it, they said, "Sorry, we're open." I'm like, that's hilarious. I love that.
Yeah, it was pretty good. And they did the church.
They did the church, and it was really cool. Yep. Yeah, it was a great experience.
And then what's makes my anxiety from the picture? From which picture?
We caused Meg some trauma.
Sorry about that, Meg. Oh no.
Okay, he chose the picture. Sorry, Meg. Okay.
We are going to market these damn it dolls. I'm telling you, we're going to. And Chris says, I would make it.
Oh, she's looking at the staircase. Okay.
Oh,
all right.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll unhit him. That was taking him back.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
You right? I took him back.
Okay. She took him back by hitting me again. Okay, that's great. Yeah. So.
Yes, it was right. Opal, the fire opal. Yeah.
Fire opal. That's what it was. Thank you,
that's
Chris.
That's
what it was.
So Port of Art, it has lots of opal there, and that's silver and opal. So when Chris was saying the service on the beach was spot on. Lots of drinks, both alcohol and none, and you were never thirsty. Right. Our beach stay, great service. Service.
It was a great service. Yeah.
So what tattoo did you get, Cindy? Well,
would you like to know, Meg?
I'll send you a tattoo. No. Okay, stop. No more.
No.
Did Bruce get a tattoo?
Bruce did not get a tattoo. Hey, Mike, welcome in. Glad you are here. You are never late, Mike. When you get here, you are right on time. So you're never too late. So glad that you are here, my friend. And Chris says,
a picture of all of us. Yeah, I love that. It's Lori's cell phone, or she took it. It is leaning up against a frozen drink, and it's falling all over. And she got that shot, all just kind of jimmy rigged together. We're like, Lori, cool. You're fired.
Yep. And Sherry says, Cobble's on my bucket list.
You'll start a love affair with that place you never saw coming. It'll just smack you in the face, and you know you need more Cabo.
And Tony G says, love Cabo and went to that resort.
You did, so you know.
Awesome.
Yes.
Yeah. That was really nice. And we had actually talked about going back there. And
we looked them up on the web.
We did. We were looking at everything because the other thing is right on the beach, you could do excursions also. Lori and Sharon actually did a glass bottom boat ride.
Walk down right there on the beach that you're looking at.
For only $20.
The boat came up. They took them over to the arch. They took them over to where they dive on the, right across where they dive. They saw a baby humpback whale.
They did. They had a great time. They could have, if they had the time, like if we were staying there and they had all day, they would have taken them. They could take you to a private island and have you stay there all day, and then when they come back and pick you up. So it was really, really cool. They had other ones. They had sea views that you could rent. They had these kind of like
surfboards, except they're motorized.
But they're motorized, and they go up out of the water. Very, very cool.
You could rent those and boogie boards and just about anything you want. It's right there as you walk down to the beach.
Yep. So
you're in your chair, and 15 steps later, you're renting a ski-doo. It was wonderful. They have massages there. They have, if you're going to stay at the resort, they had all sorts of resort activities, exercise in the pool type stuff. Just lots of worth the stay.
Yeah, Meg says the
stairs
picture.
Okay, at least it wasn't a picture of us, Meg.
So welcome in, Michael LaRealist. Glad you made it in, my friend. Glad you're here tonight. Hopefully you are doing well. So welcome in.
Okay.
All right. So that was Cobble. But we also had had a fun time on the beach.
Yeah.
Or on the ship, I should say.
Well, you have to get some silly pictures. That's my brother.
So that's Cindy and her brother Tom.
See the resemblance?
So
we had a good time on that cruise. Yeah.
And some of the entertainment was really good also. And this is the strings.
Celestial strings.
Yeah, celestial strings. And it was fabulous. This was, they only did it one night, and it was the very last night of the cruise.
And didn't you got a hint, you got a recommendation from somebody who said, don't miss this?
Yes. Coach Cruz, Brad with Coach Cruz. And so made sure that we got to see this, and it was fabulous. And I know some of the other ships do it also, so I cannot wait to see this one again. But the crew did a fantastic job. It was great. It was a fantastic time. So overall, the cruise was fantastic.
We had a great time. So we got some things about the Panorama ship itself. So as always, you got to talk about the food. You have to talk about the food. So
mainly the buffet.
I'm a buffet girl. You know that. We've talked about this. Most of you are with me, I know. And he's a dining room guy.
MDR.
So when we go on the Panorama,
this is our second time on the ship.
Yeah. When we go on the Panorama, I morph into a dining room girl.
And I don't know what it is with this ship, but they've done the buffet different, and there's not very many selections on it. It's and they don't use the whole area. They only use half or whatever. They could put more options on there. It's just very disappointing. This is our second time now on the ship.
The first time we thought it was a fluke. We thought, okay.
The first time that we went on it was right after the restart.
Yeah.
And so we thought, well, it's just the restart's happening, so they're just working things up. But this is the second time now, and it was disappointing. The buffet, the food in the dining room was great.
C-Day brunch. Wow.
C-Day brunch was fabulous, Eddie. C-Day brunch.
C-Day brunch was good. And Chris went to the tea. What do they call that? High tea. She said that was top notch. She went with her sister, Mayla, and they loved it. And she raved about the chocolate peanut butter cake that they had served there.
So and then we ate at Gigi's Cajun Kitchen. Gigi's Cajun Kitchen. I wish it was Cajun, but no, Gigi's Asian Kitchen. For our anniversary. Our anniversary was on Tuesday of the cruise, and that was really good. Their broccoli was outstanding. So it's called China broccoli.
Chinese broccoli.
Okay, well, it's from China. China broccoli. Chinese broccoli. I think they call it China broccoli, but anyways, whatever. But they, so what they do is they don't do the flour like we do here in the United States. They cut the leaves off.
Before it flowers. They cut the leaves off.
And that's what they prepare. And oh my goodness.
They put it in this savory sauce, and we were like all about the broccoli.
And wow, this broccoli was outstanding. So
yeah, try the Chinese.
Yeah, so you definitely, if you're on a ship that has Gigi's Asian Kitchen, which I believe they said they're on 3 different ships, something like that, and they're expanding. Make sure you check this one out because it was fabulous. And then we also ate at Cina del Capitano. And I know I butcher that restaurant every time, but we did that one also for dinner, and that was really good.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not, I'm not a pasta girl. But they had stuff that if you weren't there for the pasta, they could handle it, and it was good. It was good stuff.
It was really
lots of good veggies
So with the food, the only thing that was disappointing was the buffet. Otherwise, the food was outstanding. It really was. The desserts were great, and
what we got going on?
Meg says you need an apology doll.
Nice and cushy. Yes.
I agree, Meg. Absolutely. And Chris wants to go to Cabo.
Cabo, yeah, let's go to Cabo. Let's go have an affair with Cabo or continue our affair with Cabo.
And Cindy and Tommy
catching the waves, yeah. So you know how some ships, they don't do the pixels all over the wall, they do it on your app. So my brother and I snuck away, and nobody knew that we did that till they flipped up to the app. And there were some really campy things, Thank you, Lori, for only purchasing the normal one. But they had us doing some strange stuff with that surfboard. We're like, we're brother and sister. Brother and sister. No kissy kissy. No, brother and sister.
So welcome in, George. Glad you made it in, buddy.
Oh, wait a minute.
Everything's going good.
What?
Yes, Chris is an MDR girl.
She's an MDR girl.
She loves the MDR.
Her soulmate, Chris. I don't know where you went wrong.
Yeah. So, but no, And when we're doing, what's really funny is when we are in the MDR and we are eating with Jake and Chris and I don't even talk, and we end up practically ordering the exact same thing.
It's some kind of weird food connection.
Yeah.
These two, Chris and Bruce.
Yeah.
It's
crazy.
It's eerie now.
It is. So, but we are going over, so we need to hurry up.
Okay, we don't want to be rude.
West Coast Carnival buffets are the worst. Radiance is the same. Okay,
Tony G?
I don't know what it is, but very disappointing.
Yeah.
With the Panorama, so I'm not sure why, but it's very disappointing. Just trying to get down to the very bottom of the. And people are telling us happy.
Oh, and guess what, guys? So we got down to really small suitcases. You saw our packing video, and we got down for the first time. We went with 3 suitcases, which for us is some kind of freaking miracle. But we got to the end. We're platinum. They pick up our suitcases. We marched down to our platinum area, and my suitcase is not there. And I don't know if you know it. That was I had a brand new 2 swimsuits in there.
Yeah.
Screw that I had my work phone in there.
That's not the only thing she had.
And screw that I had my brand new camera.
She had new shoes in there. She had new clothes in there. She had her new swimsuits in there. She had her new camera in there. She had a bracelet that I bought her for our anniversary in that suitcase. We come down on debarkation day, go down to our zones. Well, there's one of our suitcases. The other one is gone. Can't find it anywhere. One of the staff down there in the luggage area, we walked to every zone, nowhere to be found. So
wait a minute. Yes. So because they need to know about Cat in the Hat. So we'll hurry up. So they filled out a form. We were depressed. We were sad. Carnival came through, and they called Bruce and said, we found your suitcase.
They called us on Monday, and somebody picked up our luggage, and they called Carnival on Monday morning and said, hey, I'm sorry. And so,
so we're running out of time.
But we're getting it back. It's going to be delivered on Friday, so we're excited. So the poll, what is the Cat in the Hat's name? And here's what it looks like. We have 31% that says Cat in the Hat, 12% says Bruce, all right. 12% says Conrad, and 44% says he does not have a name. And I am ending the poll. Well,
guess what?
You are correct and not correct. So actually there's 2 correct answers in there. So the original Cat in the Hat did not have a name. He was actually the narrator, and he did not have a name. Does not have a name. But the movie version, that came out in 2023 or 2003. Sorry, 2003. They did name him Conrad. But the original Cat in Hat did not have a name.
Yeah, my Cat in Hat from my youth never had a name. Somehow he's Conrad.
Yeah. So, all right. So we got everyone, and that was May that says we need to know the
Cat in Hat name. So there it is.
Oh, my goodness, Michael. Thank you very much. Oh, my goodness. Gave us a super
okay,
sticker.
never gets old, I know.
Oh, and here goes Cindy again. She's got to do her thing. So thank you, Michael. And,
thank you.
Thank you very much.
Wow, that's so nice.
It's so nice. Anytime we get a super chat, we are putting that back into the channel just so everybody knows. So, but thank you very much.
In the original book, Conrad was the boy's name. Alice just said in the original,
Conrad was the boy's name. Okay, very, very cool.
Right.
But they did say that the Cat in Hat in the movie in 2003 or whatever was a play or whatever was called Conrad too. But the original Cat in Hat, yes, did not have a name, and George says they call him Cat. So absolutely. So well, thank you guys, and we are sorry that we ran over, and we appreciate you guys, and thank you everybody for coming in and listen to us ramble and everything.
It was kind of
else.
off the rails today.
Yeah, but we had a great time, and we always look forward to Tuesday night. So thank you very much.
Okay.
Cindy is off the rails tonight. Yeah, she's on that cold medicine. So it is. But thank you, everyone. And go over to Nautical Nurse Nancy. She is on. And do hashtag 020 raid. Let her know we sent you your way. So everyone, have a great night. We appreciate you guys. Thank you for coming in, and we will see you next Tuesday. Well, I will see you next Tuesday night. Cindy has to go out of town for work. Yeah.
So, they're relieved. All right, bye guys.
So anyways, we will see you guys next week, and y'all have a good night.